Exactly.
Action.
I knew it.
I gave you the first word.
You're like, do you want the first word? And then literally his mouth was open.
Because you need to know when to go, when to act. You have to understand, I am the
didn't even
director,
finish
the producer,
saying the
writer.
And you started.
I had to get it in, baby. I
That's
let you get it.
Literally
I let you get
all
it.
the time. I have to get it in.
Just let me get it in. Let
Just
baby
me
squirt.
squirt.
Please let me squirt. Bethany
and
Sean.
We are a couple of nuts talking.
So what? I say squirt. I said, let me get my squirt, baby.
What you didn't see, though, is at the end of us saying that, he whips his arm around over
like a
his
conductor,
head
like a composer.
to tell me to stop talking, as if this is just his podcast. He's the orchestrator. He is the director.
Your boy says when to cut so he
Oh
can put
my
that
God.
theme song in. I do.
You are power hungry,
I'm powerful.
and you are full of stuff, yes.
I'm powerful. I'm ready to squirt. I'm so full, I'm ready to squirt. I've been trying to squirt.
Sean did something extremely off the norm for him yesterday. He cleaned our windows.
Oh, I did. Oh, my God.
And let me tell you.
But, whoa. Fucking whoa. It is not
I already know what you're going to say.
It is not off the norm for me to clean. All I do is clean this fucking place
Well,
so we
now
can
you're
live
making something
in
out
a
of
lovely
nothing.
little place.
Hold on, you're making something out of nothing.
I'm not
I
done
didn't
yet.
say it
I'm
was-
not done yet.
Neither was I, by the way. But
I'm
it didn't
gonna let
stop
you have your
It
bit.
didn't stop you, did it?
It's not. It's got to take that back. It's not out of the norm because I am always cleaning up, even after a long.
You let me know when I can finish.
I will. After a long day of work, your boy comes home, makes dinner, cleans up the apartment, and does even more shit. I have 16-hour days sometimes, and I still come in and take care of us to the umpteenth degree. Now, back to the windows that I cleaned.
First of all, if you had noticed, I was giving you props. Second of all, you didn't let me finish, and then you added some context that wasn't there. What I was saying is out of the norm. Let me just ask a question, and don't start talking. Sean, how many times have you washed the windows?
I have
Here.
washed them before.
How many times have you washed the windows like this?
Okay, well, that's
Nope.
not,
It's a.
I will.
Okay.
Because it's kind of a.
We've been together 10 years. Okay.
There's a bit more to just cleaning these. You have to understand something else.
There's a bit more to save your face.
Hold
right
on a
now.
second.
But the answer should be quite simple.
This building is from the 30s.
Doesn't matter.
They're weird shaped crank
We're not
windows.
talking about it. We're not talking about logistics.
I cleaned them probably once or twice before.
You are having euphoric recall. Absolutely not.
I've cleaned them at least once.
Probably when I wasn't here then.
At least once.
Okay, we'll give you at least once. We've been together 10 years. So, would we say nuts if I were to ask the nuts? Nuts, is that going against the norm if out of 10 years you've done it one time and then you did it again yesterday? Yes, it would.
Technically speaking, you're right.
That's all that it's necessary right now.
Okay.
Okay?
I concede.
And
you're right.
I didn't even have to bring it up, but I
How
wanted to
good
give
they
you
look.
some kudos. And instead, you take it the wrong way.
Look how good they look.
Sometimes your Jewish comes out that way.
Whoa.
I married you. I can say whatever I want about. I'm Jewish by injection at all times. So I married you
Jewish by squirt.
by squirt, by Jewish squirt.
Yeah.
But you decided to take something that I meant and had such good intention and just switch it. Like if I bought you 2 ties and you came down, or I'm sorry, you bought me 2 dresses and I came down in the red one instead of the blue one, you'd go, well, what's wrong with the blue one?
Yeah. You're right.
I know.
You're
It's
right.
crazy.
I'm not, you know.
Anyways, that wasn't even what we were going to talk about. I just wanted to
Yeah,
say
but-
how nice and bright it
I
was.
know.
in here.
Well, I got to do the other ones. I only did one of the windows in the bedroom, so I got to get to the other one today.
See, I didn't even out you. You did.
Oh, that's what I do. I'm accountable, honey. But it does look really good.
After mass discussion.
It's added a brightness
cute they are
to
right
the
now.
room. Oh, our babies are
Our babies
kissing
are loving each other. That's
Oh.
because of our love. They're about, I feel like,
Oh,
yeah, they're about
and there
to
it
attack.
goes. There it goes. It
Oh,
goes from
God.
love to attack. God, they're cute.
That's just like us, though. That's like our podcast in a nutshell right there.
I can't believe our cats are like 8 years old.
Stop it. Why do you age
They're
things?
just adult
Who
cats.
cares? Let the days go. Let the years go.
Oh.
Let the
shit.
they're so cute right now. We got pub. We're about to get swat.
Oh,
Swat, swat.
boom. Okay, now they're
Boom.
full on fucking fighting.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, this isn't the nuts
I don't
can't
like that.
see this.
No, they can't.
Let them go, honey. Let them be free,
I want to
please.
give them noise. in
There
case-
they go. Okay,
All right.
nuts. So last episode we went on quite
It's
a few
these types
different
of things
tangents.
when we need the camera, when we need to be
Yeah.
filmed. When we decide what house we're gonna buy and stuff like that, we'll build a podcast studio so we could just have films. We
Lot
can
of
just have
different
films. So we can have
tangents.
cameras on us.
A lot of different tangents we went on last time. And we
All
kinda
good.
touched a little bit on real quick on sibling rivalries. I wanted to go a little more on that because I'm sure you have some stories of some fun sibling rivalry that you had, some fights.
To me,
and-
rivalry means competition.
Okay, fights then. Sibling fights. I just thought because the sibling rivalry
Oh no,
is like
I mean
you guys are
rivalry
fighting.
is fighting too, but I mean it's usually out of like competition. Like
Yeah, I mean, even when I think back on it, there always is that kind of competitive aspect to a
and
sibling.
interestingly enough, as competitive as I am, I'm competitive
yeah,
when it
I
comes
know
to
you are.
games and things
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Where
When
that
I whip you, you are
when
not
it's
a happy
fun.
camper.
Oh my god, you seriously are delusional. But when it's fun, I like to be competitive. I was never competitive with my brother growing up, ever. I never thought about what he did and reflected it back on
Same.
myself. But my brother was very competitive with me, and I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
And isn't that interesting? And by the way, guess what I did?
What?
I dated men who secretly were competing with me.
That's weird.
It is. And didn't like when I was successful. And I felt it. And every time I dated somebody, I got, my light got dim because I didn't like that feeling
Right.
of me accomplishing and them not. So I would try and work so hard to get them where they need to be because I knew where I was going. And it was a real and by the way, that's my own thing. That's my own problem.
It really, really is. And we could get into that, but that's totally
I never
different.
had that with you at all. Again,
No.
that's part of the healing.
No.
But I get so excited when you win. I'm not even ever thinking competitive. I mean, unless we're playing like a board game or something,
Oh, no, you get competitive, especially phase 10 and
That's
other
what I'm
things
saying.
like
Or
that.
ping pong, we both do.
Oh.
We're gamers.
And that's the thing about
We're gamers.
physical sports is I dominate. Clearly, obviously, I'm stronger, I'm faster.
You do not dominate in ping pong.
Pickleball, ping pong, you
Pickleball
name it.
either. I don't play ever anything. And
Neither
so
do I.
if you give me a minute.
What are you talking? We're together all the time. When am I sitting here
No.
playing ping
What I'm
pong and
saying
pickleball?
is, if you give me a minute, I'm going to excel at it.
That's true. You are pretty good at ping pong. I'll give
I
you
am
that.
very good, and I told you, we already talked about I haven't played in 15 years.
I think I already told you I was given 30, 25%.
I think I already told you. Absolutely
You know,
not.
I'll
Absolutely
give you.
not.
I'll give when we go to Arizona next time. I'll give you more.
Please, I already told you when we were playing.
Done.
Give it.
Done.
Because I hate these excuses, and then I win, and you're like,
Oh, well,
I was giving 40%. No, you weren't.
Pickleball. I
You're
give
sweating and out of breath.
that. I'll say pickleball. I gave you 65%. So I gave you a bit for that, and you could kind of return it sometimes. Sometimes.
I told you next time we're not eating nachos right before we go.
I ate just as much nachos. If
I
not
know,
more.
but I'm just saying I don't.
And tacos.
I don't perform well on a full stomach. So we're going to plan when we're going to do pickleball.
See, now this is like a rivalry between us. That's not what I wanted to talk about.
I don't have a rivalry between us,
So your brother,
except with your lies.
is there what are just give me a big fight that you remember between you and your brother. You guys had to have something. It could have been a petty fight or
No.
a not like a crazy serious fight.
You're
but
not
maybe,
understanding. It was a constant, nonstop fight. I had no idea I was in. It was a
Right, but there had to be
he
moments.
hated me.
I know there had to be moments where he fucking was pointing his fingers yeah, fuck. Come on, give me something like that.
He was, in my opinion, very methodical and plotting, and because he had his agenda.
So what?
So he was a magician. He would be quiet and stealth till my mom got home.
But what?
You mean
Give me an example. What would he do?
That's what I'm telling. I am literally
You're
giving
saying,
you an example.
You're saying stuff, but you're not like, I want details. Like, would he hide behind the door and be like, you fucking bitch, and push you down the stairs? Be like,
No.
she fell down the stairs because she tried to hit me. Like, give me something. Give me some juicy.
I had something in my head.
You had a little arrow on your head that said dum-dum.
No, that's for you.
I know it is.
I said it says you dum-dum.
Dum-dum. But it was an arrow pointing towards the window.
But
so.
it's because these are just made like arrows. Okay. I am literally telling you an example. I don't know what else to do right now.
Well, you had the story of when you were looking at the Playgirls and he came busting in the bathroom. So something like that. Like specifics.
Right, but that didn't become something physical.
Something like that, though. Give me a specific instance of something. Like, do you want me to? I could tell one that's
just
specific.
Tell yours.
Okay,
Jesus
so it's
Christ.
not even about that. I want to hear about yours. To be honest,
you don't. You really don't.
To be honest,
give it to me.
So there was one time me and my brother were out at my grandpa and grandma's place out in Cherry Valley, California, which is out towards I think Temecula, whatever. I don't even know where the hell that is. Maybe down south on the way to San Diego.
Temecula is south, yeah.
Yeah. So
and east.
It's in the desert. And Grandpa Duke, Clarence was his real name, but we called him Grandpa Duke. I still don't know why we called him Grandpa Duke. But anyways, he lived in a place called Plantation on the Lake. It was like the desert.
Whoa.
I know, right? Whoa. And it was like the desert. It was an old people place. You had to be like, shit, man. That's funny because 55 and over, it seems like back then it was like an old people place. But maybe it was older than that because everybody there looked like they were in their fucking 80s.
But that's because you were young.
And we would always go out there for holidays and stuff like that. And there was one time we all went out there, and for some reason, everybody had left to go somewhere, but me and my brother stayed back. And I'm not sure why, because that's weird that we would stay back at Grandpa's house. But it was freezing cold out, and bro was being a douchebag with something on the TV. Like, I wanted to watch something, he wanted to watch something. So this is what I'm talking about, specifics. Mm-hmm. And he wouldn't change the channel to what I wanted to, yada, yada. And then so at one point, I think he got up to go get himself a little sody pop. I grabbed the remote. I put it on the channel that I want. I run outside. It's freezing cold outside. And me and my bro are wearing our stupid big old quadruple XL shirts with nothing underneath, undies or short shorts underneath, something like that. I run the remote control outside. So gay. And I run the remote control outside, and I set it down on the driveway. Then I'm just sitting there. I sit back down all smug. And my show's on now.
You know, you can change the channel without a remote.
Right, but it's all about the remote.
Okay.
And this was Grandpa's TV. And I think Grandpa had kind of a high-tech TV for the 90s, for the early 90s. Whatever.
One of those big old box ones.
Yeah, it was weird. No, it wasn't that big, but he wanted the remote. He's like, oh, sorry, where's the remote? And I was like, it's out there, man. Like, look at that, man. I was looking, like, no, it's out there. Put it on the driveway. I was being a little bitch myself. So he goes out to get the remote. I get up. I fucking close the door. I lock his ass out. It's free. He's in this big old quadruple X shirt.
That's crazy because you're doing what my brother did to me.
Right. So his little thighs are sticking out and no shoes, nothing. It's freezing cold outside. He's stuck outside. I'm just sitting out there looking through the door like, because there's a sliding glass door for the front door. It was weird. There were two front doors, like a regular front door, and then right to the side of it, another wall had a sliding glass door you could go through.
Oh, that sounds like bad engineering.
Really weird. So I'm just sitting there laughing, and then he's like, let me in, and I was just staring at him, man. And I'm laughing, but then he's like, let me in. He starts crying. I'm like, oh shit, this is getting serious, huh? Like, you're not gonna change it anymore. I felt like I was the older brother at that point. I was like,
that's what I'm
you're
saying.
Not gonna change it anymore, right? You're not gonna change it. He's like, God, I don't fucking care. Let me in. So I unlock it.
But then once you let him in, did he beat the shit out of you?
I don't know. I don't remember the aftermath.
Were you guys the same size or what?
No, he was bigger.
Oh, yeah.
He was bigger. I was a feisty one. Like, he dominated me a lot of the time. Like, he would pull my arm up behind my back, where you get that pain. Like,
well, yeah, you're younger. He's got the size on you.
So he would do that sometimes. And
right.
Dead arms, like,
how are you guys as adults size-wise? I don't really see you guys together.
I guess he's shorter now and rounder.
He's definitely shorter. Yeah, he's round. Okay, so
I kind of
you probably can take him now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
feel
know.
like that happens a lot.
No. He's thick.
Yeah, but thickness doesn't mean strong.
But he's like, I think he's scary. Like I think he kicked the shit out of me, actually, if he wanted to, for sure.
Okay. That's why I was at. I don't know. I can't visualize him next to you.
Yeah. He used to be skinny. He was like lean and skinny in high school. And then
girth doesn't mean like strength.
No, it doesn't, but there's weight behind it. So
yeah, but if you're more agile and if you're
He's the
smarter,
type-
you'll win.
But he's the type of guy that sees red and he'll black out.
No,
and
that
just-
I heard you immediately. Once you said that, I was like, got you.
Yeah.
Like he's willing to go there.
He will kill me
Yeah.
and then try to figure out what to do with my dead body.
Yeah.
Love you, bro. You don't listen to this, so it doesn't matter.
None of our family listens to anything we do, so we're in the gold.
Yeah.
And
But
even if we're
that's-
not, it's the truth.
So that was one little rivalry. I had plenty more that I could rack up. Ooh, oh God, here's one more little one. So this didn't really turn into anything physical, I guess. But I'm coming home from school one day. We walked home from school, and my brother must have been I don't know. I don't remember what grade it was in. But this son of a bitch, I come home, and he must have been a senior, so he got off early. So he got home before me. I come home, the door's open, the front door. The couch is like turned upside down. It looks like someone broke into our house.
Oh my
and
gosh.
So the couch is all fucked up.
Why
chair
would
is
when you think about it though, now as an adult, no one's gonna move a couch
right.
like that.
But I was a kid,
Right.
so I must have been in middle school and he was in high school. So him and a bud made the house look like it got broken into. All the cabinets were. So I get home like little kid. I walk in and I was just like, oh no. No, I say it out loud.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. And then I run outside because my best friend lived across the street and my brother was in my parents' room, which was the front room. So he could see me.
Oh, so you didn't know he was home
No.
at all.
I thought someone had just broke in
Yeah.
and fucking ravaged the house. And then I hear him in the distance and his friend. And I'm halfway over to my friend's house. I'm like, why, man? No. And I was crying. No. So I got him. I tried to get him back. Me and a buddy of mine, him and this guy, they're like best buds at the time. So they're always hanging out. God knows doing what with each other behind closed doors. Yeah. There was a grapefruit tree next to a lot of citrus trees in Burbank. Grapefruit trees. So we got a couple grapefruits and we tied like string around them so we could kind of swing them. So we were up on the roof and they're home and they're doing whatever they're doing in the house. So we start hitting like the walls and the windows. We're swinging the grapefruits. These are goosh all around the house. It didn't have the same effect that the other one did on me because they just come out and like, dude, fucking come down, dude. That's fucking annoying. Like they knew we were up there because me and my friend were being so loud, stomping around on the ceiling. So it wasn't as good as a sneak attack as my brother making the house look like it was broken into and raw.
Why'd you just turn it up? You're real loud in my head.
So there's that. There's that story too. I got others too, but
Yeah. I mean, if there's something static.
that's okay.
Did you hear the static?
I don't remember what happened this one
Hold
time.
on. Did you hear the
Yeah,
static?
I did. But there's this one time we used to play wiffle ball out on the front yard. And we had a wiffle ball bat, which is a plastic bat. And something happened where we got in a fight. And I hit my brother in the arm with the wiffle ball bat.
Whoa.
Right.
Well, that's plastic and
Thick plastic.
it is.
Right in the elbow.
Mm.
Fucking gah! He did something to me. He might have just even cheated or did something stupid. Probably didn't warrant getting hit with a wiffle ball bat, but I whacked him real good with it in the arm. God, now that I think about it and reflect on it, I did some stuff. I also hit him in the shin once with a remote control.
Ooh, anything in the shin hurts.
I knew where to go.
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
Babe.
That's just some of my stories. That's some of my sibling rivalry, baby. There's still, I'll say it. My brother and I are estranged.
Is it this?
Some things happened, but last time we spoke, there's still a little something there where he made a comment about how much hair that I have. Because I guess losing his.
Yeah.
So
But that was the first thing out the gate.
first thing out the gate, we were
Haven't talked to him in years.
hadn't talked to him, and we were on a FaceTime call, him and my dad and me. Jesus, man, you got that fucking hair, man.
Wow.
First words he said to me in about 4 years.
So pretending like nothing's happening, nothing occurred,
Yeah.
and then just out the gate, something he wants that you have.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh, sounds like a brother.
That's what it is, you know?
Yeah.
I know your brother one time, you tell it in your stand-up, your bit
Yeah.
about being in the bathroom. I don't know if you want to tell that.
Yeah, I had when I was like 10 or 11. I or maybe a little older, maybe like 12 or 13, I think. But we had more than one bathroom in our house, and we would the one upstairs was the one my brother and I had to share, and then my parents had a bathroom. And that one was in their master suite, you know, like their bedroom where they were.
The big bathroom.
Yeah, en suite.
Yeah.
And so we weren't not allowed in it. Wait, did I do a double negative?
You weren't not allowed
Right.
in it.
We were allowed in it.
You were
We're
allowed.
just like, it's just frivolous. Like, why would we?
Right. There's a
You
bathroom
know,
downstairs.
right.
There's another bathroom over there.
It's on the same floor, but yeah. So, the only reason you would go use my dad's bathroom is mainly my dad's because he had Crohn's disease, so he was always in the bathroom. And I
Sure.
found out that it was less about the Crohn's disease and more about the Playboys that were in the bathroom.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he had a pile of Playboys.
Just
and
out? Just laying
just
out or
on
hidden?
the back of the on the back of the
And Mom
toilet.
didn't care?
At this point, I think my mom was groomed early.
I read it for the articles, honey.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you know, it was that time where girls were talking and school, and you hear these things, and I guess I was curious, and so I was like, oh, I'll go. Oh no, now I remember why, because he would say, you just reminded me,
Yeah.
or this cleanse is helping. He would say, I read it for the articles. So I was like, what's in these articles?
Yeah.
Well, the articles are just sex stories. And
no, I remember they had some like
okay,
you know,
well,
football
whatever I was
players
reading,
they
they
interviewed
were
in there.
short
Yeah.
stories
Yeah.
about sex.
Honey, nobody's getting Playboy for the articles.
I'm telling you, in the beginning of the book, there were these stories, like letters that people would write.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And I remember I'd read them, and it would get me like in my feels. And I'd not experienced anything yet. I was young, and I would go in there, and I was actually reading
The articles.
the articles. And I'd also look at the pictures, obviously, because you're
Well,
a
I mean,
kid and
on
you're
one
curious.
page you got an article, and the other page is a bush.
Yeah. And so, anyways, I decided, I got to poop. I have some time. I'll go check these out. I also thought I was home alone,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
A little cutie pie.
And because we were never in the same school together because he's older.
Yeah.
And so we would come home at different times or something. So I went to the bathroom, and he came barging in to the bathroom, and he was like, I knew it. You're gay. You're lesbian. You're looking at Playboys. And
so
then,
you're sitting there taking a poo-poo, minding your own business.
right, privacy in a bathroom.
Yeah.
And
Should have locked the door. Maybe should have locked the door, though.
Yeah, I got to tell you, you treat others the way you treat yourself.
Yeah.
And I would never have done
Right.
that.
Go
so I
barging
don't
in.
think I thought that way.
Sibling rivalry, babe.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
And then he did. He proceeded to call my mom at work and tell her what I was doing.
So he busts in on you. You're
Mhm.
reading the Playboy.
Yeah. And then proceeds to tell my parents, everybody.
It goes directly to the phone from there?
Yeah. I'm taking a shit. Like, I am on the toilet. First of all, ew, why are you coming into your younger sister's
Bro.
bathroom?
I mean, that's similar to my brother running right to mom. He called me an ASS head. That's what they fucking do. It's what older brothers do.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I believed him, and I was like, I must be gay.
He thought you were gay.
Yeah, and he told everyone, and people started treating me very different. Like, it was like he was grooming the family.
Like, he knew you weren't gay, but he was like, oh, she's gay, man.
No, I don't know. I can't tell you what
Okay.
he really thought.
That's true.
I just know that when I was a tomboy, I had just so you know, I didn't get my period till I was 18.
Yeah.
So I had nothing going on hormonally as far as changing my body.
Yeah, baby.
So
Probably had that smell. You probably had that.
I didn't wear makeup. I didn't dress like a girl. I wore a lot of his clothes that were hand-me-downs or whatever I
Yeah.
could. Climbing trees, playing football.
Oh, you were a little cutie patootie.
Yeah, I just wore my hair in a ponytail every day.
Yeah.
And or like braids. So yeah, I don't know. And I'd hear it all the time.
Yeah.
You're gay. No one's gonna love you. You're broken.
Oh, Jesus.
Sibling stuff.
Yeah.
I hope. I don't know. I
That
listen
is.
to other.
That's totally. Yeah. I remember telling my brother one time, I hope you fucking die.
Yeah, you told me that.
I was like, I hope you die, man. I didn't mean that, but that could come off really hurtful and mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're both doing it to each other, I think it is.
Yeah.
When one isn't doing that and the other one is, it's a different relationship.
Yeah.
And I idolized him.
Yeah.
Like, he was my everything. So everything he said to me was like gold. It was like Midas.
Of course.
And so I took everything to heart, unfortunately. It's in my book, by the way, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But again, I am so grateful of everything that's ever happened to me in my life because it's brought me to this moment.
That's a great bit that you tell on stage, too, by the way, babe.
Yeah, my brother, he talks like this
Yeah.
because he's so angry.
Yeah.
So his jaw doesn't open at all.
Yeah.
Just his lips move. His teeth stay clenched.
Yeah.
Which ends up being really funny. But so every time I'm, like I talk about him on the phone, I'll go, Ma, she's looking at Playboy. She's gay. She's gay.
Yeah.
So that, because we're also from Chicago, so we have an accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you have to watch me live to see the rest of the bit. But
YouTube. Bethany Dwyer on YouTube.
Stop. I don't
We
even
never
think
give
that
you
whole
plugs.
bit. I don't think the whole bit's on there anyway.
I thought it might be.
I think the very first time I ever told it is on there.
Yeah.
It's one of the first bits I did was about my family and stuff, but yeah, you probably should take that pause out.
No, sibling rivalries. It's the thing. And
Yeah.
it's still kind of there, I guess, isn't it? That's something that never
But,
really goes away. You could get
just so
along.
you know, it's not always there.
Right. Like, I don't have anything but openness and love to my family and my brother. And we're estranged, but he can call me anytime and I'll answer the phone and I'll pick it up and be like, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
What's going on? What's cooking, man?
Yeah. I pray for my whole family. I send love to my whole family.
Like, I didn't
But,
get
like-
I didn't get on the phone with him like, you got a house in Oregon, man?
Right.
Like,
No,
amazing.
I
I'll
have-
help you move into your
Yeah.
house, bro. I want you to thrive.
Yeah. I have never once in my entire life that I can recollect
Yeah.
thought of my brother as someone to compete with. I never thought of
I bet if when
there's
we get
nothing he has that I want.
I bet when we get our house, they're gonna be so fucking jealous of it and want it and say some mean shit to us probably. Oh, cookums.
I don't mean that meanly. My
No,
brother
it's not
has a
mean.
beautiful life, but I'm saying
Beautiful family,
beautiful family. Like, I don't think of it like I want all. Like,
I'm just saying,
I don't know.
When I say that is I say it's just that sibling rivalry. It's always kind of there, I guess. Kind of
Maybe
brewing.
it's there for the older person.
Could be.
I don't know. But like,
Depends on the sibling.
I just have a completely different way of living my life and my goals and like things that I want. And he has a completely different. And by the way, he has things that I think are beautiful and one, like my niece and nephew, like
Yeah.
gold.
Cutie
Like
patooties.
you made diamonds
Cutie
in my
patooties.
eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, it's what he has affects me zero.
Yeah, I'm trying to think also of when my dad was, like, when I was successful musically wise, he'd get jealous of that.
I was just going to finish saying
It just
that
did.
I think sibling rivalry really comes from how the parents
It
treat
probably is
the kids.
Probably mainly the dad, too, I would
Yeah.
imagine.
I think that it's taught. And either the
Must be.
parents are, like the dad's jealous of mom or mom's jealous. And I definitely know my dad's jealous of my mom. She made however 10 times as much as he
Right.
made. and really loved what she did, and he hated what he did and didn't make as much money. So I think that it's shown and taught, and it's like I don't know.
No, I think you're absolutely right, because I think back, and my dad and my brother golfed together. They would watch the games together, and I always tried to sit in and, I wasn't really into that stuff. And I tried to do all that stuff with them, but I liked wrestling, and I liked music. My brother liked wrestling, too.
You liked hugging other men.
I liked hugging
and
other men
moving
in
around
tights.
And very
Oh, don't get me started. When me and
form-fitting
my
clothes.
buds back in the day would fucking wrestle and fucking grind
I think
on
that's
each
a
other.
different
Probably a whole nother
podcast. That's
episode.
a different episode.
Well, that's life growing up in the big city, isn't it, babe? Having a sibling. I mean, there's some people that don't even have siblings.
How I was gonna say how great is that, but like,
Yeah,
do
they're
you know what I
probably-
mean? How amazing would it be to just be
Just be by yourself.
just you? Well, because look, that's basically what you and I did. Well, you not so much, but
mean-
I was like, and I'm out.
Yeah.
I was 18 years old. I was like, and I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be by myself because I like to live in reality.
I know that there's people that didn't have siblings that probably wish they had siblings. Then there's people that were fine with it.
I
and
don't
there's
know
people that have
one. I don't know one that I've ever met.
I don't really know many
And I
single
have
kids.
I
that
have
think
one
back.
specifically in my head, but I've met many. And
I don't know any
he
single
literally
kids.
is like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I was by myself, because he's like in his 50s, like he's like, I don't know, 55, almost 60.
Yeah.
And we used to write together on a show, and we would talk about it. And he is like, he's an only child, always
Yeah.
has been, and he's still getting shit from his parents. His
Yeah.
parents just send him stuff.
Well, he gets
gets
everything.
whatever he wants. He is just like the little golden child boy.
Damn.
I know, and I was like, oh man.
You see, now, be it having a sibling and then having a sibling that has kids, now I got to deal with, when a family member passes away or something like that, it's usually, you get this and you get this. Now I get less.
Right.
Because my brother's going to get more because he's got all the kids.
But that's not really how it works.
That's not how it works, but that's how some people do it. And you know what, Nuts? That's life. Say lovey. Live and let live. That's my motto these days.
Mhm.
Oh, Nuts. Thanks for hanging out with us and listening.
I'm glad this episode's over.
Oh, man. I mean, it was mainly my stories. So thanks for listening to me, babe, and chiming in when you did.
Yeah,
And thank
thought
you
I
for
was-
sharing your story as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you be free with your sibling rivalry stories.
I thought the stories were funny, and I listened back a little bit, and the way that I tell it is funny. So
Okay,
it works
good.
out just great on another episode of A Couple of Nuts Talking. Thanks for chiming in, Nuts. Be sure to follow us, subscribe, share the episodes with some friends.
Stay nutty, everybody.
Bye for now.
Kim says.
Bethany
Bethany
and Sean.
and Sean.
We are a couple of nuts talking